The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. Here in Cincinnati, Great American Ballpark, in a city steeped in baseball history. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Chicago Cubs going up against the Cincinnati Reds. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. All right, partner, ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, Happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love this time of the year. I'm excited to get things going.
Your 2022 Cincinnati Reds.
Just about to get underway, and today on the hill, Luis Castillo.
Well, this guy's coming off a season where fell short of 200 strikeouts, which is kind of the ultimate for pitchers to get to that level. And it just tells you how nasty his stuff is, but it also leaves a little bit on the table for him to come out this season and make sure that he gets over that number so that he can go into the offseason feeling like I'm in a pretty special group.
In the air, right field, Naquin in position, brings it in, one away. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Ernie Banks.
He has over 1,500 RBIs in his career. I mean, this is a guy that loves the opportunity to drive in runs. Some people shrink under that pressure with runners in scoring position. But he spent his entire career in the middle of the lineup, and everybody knows he can do some damage.
Next offering is fouled back. The wide to kick the pitch. And a foul ball, he stays alive. No score, just getting started, top of the first. Next offering misses, and that's ball 3.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Left-hand batter waits. And he walked him.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
One gone, runner at first. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Billy Williams.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
Next offering is in for a strike. Castillo, not a big strikeout guy, but still very effective as far as starting pitchers go. One of those guys that involves the defense and really gets them involved in the action. And a ball and 2 strikes. Stays alive. Ortega over at first with 1 away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and there's 2 down.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Now here is Ernie Banks. The pitch.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And a pitch. Good eye right there.
He moves the ball around all the quadrants of the strike zone and will add and subtract velocity, and because of that he gets the weak contact. It's all about missing the barrel of the bat.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a ball lifted left field, and that's the inning. One left for the Cubs. And now the Reds will get their first opportunity. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the first, and today's starting pitcher, Mark Pryor.
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all 4 of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with 3 if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
We go to the bottom of the first. Now it's the shortstop, Barry Larkin. The next pitch misses, and it's 2-1. It seems like this type of guy is kind of a dying breed nowadays.
Well, exactly. When teams are looking for high velocity, high strikeout rates, a guy like this doesn't necessarily do that. So in order to really appreciate how good he is, you have to see him, because if you're just looking at a stat sheet, you might overlook him.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Over to first, one gone, bottom half of the first. Here's the lineup for the Reds. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These guys have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That's out number 2.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his own right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Two outs, base is empty. Next for Cincinnati, Joe Morgan. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. And down on strikes he goes. Third out. And 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. Scoreless after 1. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the veteran outfielder, Andre Dawson. And the righty deals. Up the middle, and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. So digging in, Ron Santo, a guy who makes an impact not just at the plate but also in the field. The 1-1. That's in there. Dawson on at first, nobody out. This one popped up right side, and that'll fall for a base hit. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. That one probably had no business ending up as a base hit, but he got just enough of it to muscle it to the outfield, and that pitch was well in off the plate. A tough one to handle, but he gets rewarded. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. And a count 1-2. No score here in the second. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and one out now.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Frank Schwindel, the next Cub to hit. And here it comes. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Huge strikeout there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Nico Horner will hit next. Good contact guy, good defender. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Two down. And that one fouled off. Second inning here, no score. And he hits a ground ball right side over to Larkin, and that is that. Cubs strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Back here in Cincinnati, we head to the bottom of the second, and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Tony Perez. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact, just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. Going to count 1-2.
There's some players, for whatever reasons, they seem to just face a slew of right-handed pitchers, and their comfort level increased so much that they'd actually prefer to face that same side thrower in a tough situation. He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Here's a big power threat. Johnny Bench. One down, base is empty. And that's ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
Now the left fielder, Adam Dunn. Nothing here in the bottom of the second. Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. A towering home run, and the Reds jump out in front. It's 2-0.
Breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
And the batter now is Joey Votto. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 gone now.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Brandon Drury. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Schwindel makes the catch, and that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. Back here at the ballpark, on to the third inning. And the batter now, Ryan Sandberg. The pitch. Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. That was a moonshot. His first homer of the year, and they close the gap. It's 2-1.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Rafael Ortega stands in. The other way. Over to Perez. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Now batting.
Here's another look with StatCast, Singy. The throw needed to be strong to beat the runner, and it was.
Yeah, that play was close, and I think we need to credit that 88-mile-per-hour throw as the difference maker right there. That's just impressive.
Billy Williams, the next Cub to hit. And he grounds one to the right side. Morgan on to first. He's out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Ernie Banks.
Ernie Banks, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 1 so far.
In Ernie Banks, you've got a player who truly loves the game. Let's play 2 was his signature line, and he meant it.
Next offering is fouled back. Kicks and deals. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And a pitch. Stays alive. Here's a 1-2. And another ball. And for Ernie to keep that cheerful demeanor is even more impressive, considering a lot of losing seasons for the Cubs that he endured. Next pitch inside. 3-2 now. Righty delivers. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Pulls it in on the warning track. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. And welcome back. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Tyler Naquin.
Hardest thing Banks had to do in his career was keep that big smile on his face coming to the yard every day. Boy, the Cubs had some tough seasons.
And down on strikes. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call he probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
And now, Barry Larkin. He's turned into one of the best shortstops in the game. That one out to right. Dawson drifts towards it. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 44, Eric Davis.
So 2 down now, and here is Eric Davis. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Next pitch is popped up. Schwindel makes the catch, and that'll do it. Reds go down quietly as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Welcome back as we go to the top of the 4th. And now here is Andre Dawson. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
Ron Santo getting ready to hit.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
The pitch.
At the ball. 2 balls, 1
Dawson
strike.
gets his lead at first with nobody out. Next one misses, and now 3-1. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Hauls it in for the out.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. This guy has turned into one of the best catchers in the game, but was originally signed by the Cubs as an infielder. The 2-1. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Strike in there. Throw to second. Save.
When you're trying to swipe a bag against an elite level arm behind the plate like this guy, you better get a great jump and hope that your speed can finish this job. That was a great jump right there. Really nice steal of second base.
1 out and a runner at second. And a swing and a miss. That's out number 2. And next for the Cubs, Frank Schwindel. Line drive, and that one gets down, fair ball. Heading for the plate. Throws to second. Throw is wide. He's off the bag. Run scores, and this inning continues.
He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
So up now for Chicago, Nico Horner. He's 0 for 1. 3-2 now. Up the middle. On the run. Sends it over to first. Out number 3. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Bottom of the 4th. Here's a speed threat. Joe Morgan.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on. See if you can get a stolen base. Maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
On the ground, right side. And they get Morgan for the out.
Now batting, first baseman, Tony Perez.
In now for the Reds, Tony Perez. This guy has turned into a beast. The 1-1. Now a check swing, but he held up. 2-1 now.
Ball back outside.
There's a swing and a drive. That one's back there. Gone. His first homer of the year, and they jump out front. It's 3-2.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Here's the catcher, Johnny Bench. The wind of the pitch. That one ripped. That's carrying. Up against the wall and makes the catch.
The left fielder, number 44, Adam Dunn.
Here's the left fielder, Adam Dunn. And a 1-1. And fouled off. One and two now. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back here at Great American Ballpark, now it's the second baseman, Ryne Sandberg. And a pitch. And he chases that one. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Here's the center fielder, Rafael Ortega. And he deals. On the ground right side. Over to Perez. And the first 2 set down in the top of the fifth.
Now batting, left fielder, Billy Williams.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Billy Williams. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
And the right-hander deals. That one missed. Two outs. That one hit to right. Naquin under this one. Puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. And the Cubs are down in order. They're down 3-2. Back here in Cincinnati. And now the DH, Joey Votto. Fought off foul. And now it's 1-2. Good eye right there.
2-2 count.
Here comes a pitch. And that one missing low.
3-2.
Payoff pitch. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 1 away.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Brandon Drury, the next to hit for the Reds. He's 0 for 1. That's to third. Gets it to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Now batting, right fielder, Tyler Naquin.
Next to hit, Tyler Naquin. Went down on strikes his first time through. 2 down, nobody on.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
The pitch.
Ball, that's 6 out.
Swing and a miss, and the count's full.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And that one sliced foul. Three balls, 2 strikes the count. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Reds down in order, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds, number 43, and he'll work on holding this lead.
So at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Back here at the ballpark, stepping in the long ball threat, Ernie Banks. Ernie's part of an exclusive club, one of just a handful of guys to win back-to-back MVP awards. Right-hander kicks, deals. There's a strike.
And those MVP awards for Banks in 1958 and 59 came on below 500 teams. Speaks to the level of his talent.
Rips one to right, and foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. To kick, the 3-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And that one hammered back there. Hauls it in on the warning track.
The right fielder, number 8, Andre Dawson.
And up next for Chicago, Andre Dawson. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. That's a laser base hit. Around first, digging for 2. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on, and such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
And next for the Cubs, Ron Santo, 1 for 2. Right-handed reliever. And a good eye there. Righty to the plate. They say you win.
Yeah, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. Make sure that he can clearly focus on that pitcher and that release point.
And a pitch. Just misses there.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Got him. 2 gone.
Unafraid to throw it right there. That's trusting your stuff. Just 1 out away from getting out of a huge jam.
Now the Cubs catcher, Wilson Contreras. The 2-1. And that's down and away.
Look out for 3-1.
Dawson on at second with 2 down. Swings and misses, and we're filled up. In the air, right field. Naquin pulls that one down, and that ends the inning. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Reds 3 and the Cubs 2. Welcome back. Well, we go bottom 6, and stepping in is the speedy Barry Larkin. The wind of the pitch. And a swing and a miss. And one away.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Now it's the power speed combo. Eric Davis. 1-1 now. And that one upstairs. Upstairs.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
3-1 now. Bounced up the middle. And base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
The batter, number 8. Second
1 down. Joe Morgan, the next to hit for the Reds.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or a run and hit.
Runner takes off. Pitch misses inside. Tag out. A rocket of a throw from Wilson Contreras. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And that is that. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Luis Cessa trying to protect this lead.
Luis Cessa.
So up now for Chicago, Frank Schwindel.
Really good piece of hitting last time going to the opposite field.
Next pitch is popped up. Morgan makes the catch, and there's 1 down.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Nico Horner.
Here's Nico Horner.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform, but at some point that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Next offering popped in the air, right field, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Ryan Sandberg.
So the batting order turns over, and now Ryan Sandberg. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
New pitcher for the Reds, Ross Detweiler. And he'll do his best to hang on to this lead. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. And a 2-1 on the way.
That's ball 3.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And now the lefty. Bounce to the right side. Morgan collects and no throw. He's into first easily.
Just a huge at bat right there. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
And up next for Chicago, Billy Williams.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
The pitch. Off the mark there. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
So the tying run at second. In the air, out towards left center. And in one hops the wall.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So now here's the DH, Ernie Banks. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. In the air, left field. Done. Makes the catch, and that'll do it. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. And the home team down a run. And welcome back. Set for the last half of the 7th. And here's the first baseman, Tony Perez.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
Here's a 1-1.
You get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
And the pitch. Good eye right there.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
The tying run at the plate. Line drive, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. That could be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed. He didn't spit off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times.
Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Mark Pryor won't go any further, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Chris Martin. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
No outs, runner at first. And here's the catcher, Johnny Bench. And here it comes. That one fouled off. 2-2. Just off the outside edge.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Booth.
3-2 now. Line drive. That's a base hit. Throw comes back in. The tying run stops at third with nobody out.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Here's the left fielder, Adam Dunn. Kicks and fires. And a foul ball.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Left-hand hitter waits. Line drive, base hit. One run across, and that's going to roll to the wall. The run comes in from second, and it's now 5-4. A two-run double.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
So up next, Joey Votto, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that one wrapped foul. No outs. Runner on second. That one the other way, and that should be extra bases. And that rolls into the corner. Done. Around third. The throw into second. He pulls into second. A run comes in on the play.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Wade Miley. And he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team. Brandon Drury to the plate. Here he is in a spot where he makes most of his money against left-handed pitching. 2-2 now. And now the count filled up 3-2. Votto stands at second with no outs. Hard hit to third, and that one finds its way through. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
The right fielder, number 12.
Tyler Naquin to the plate.
Well, bottom of the order here, Boog. You got to go right after this guy.
As they look to pick up an add-on run. And the number 9 guy at the plate.
Looking for some insurance. Or as our friends down in the South would say,
insurance.
No matter how you say it, we know what you mean.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. He can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
And the next pitch is way outside.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
No outs. Runners at first and third. Bounce back to the mound. Base hit, and a run comes in.
This is unbelievable. That's now 6 consecutive hits by this lineup. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
So the lineup flips over. Now here's the Reds' leadoff man, Barry Larkin. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
A real bad time for a walk. You're trailing in this ball game, trying to keep things close. They've been in a difficult spot, and things aren't getting any easier.
Now the number 2 hitter, Eric Davis. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Fastball almost got him there.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
The pitch. And that's outside.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Out to short. Off balance feed. There's one. And a run scores on the double play.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
Here's a speed threat, Joe Morgan. Here's a 1-1. On the ground. Fair ball. Runner from third comes across, and the lead is up to 5. Safe at second. He legs out the double.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
Mills gets handed the rock out of the pen, and we'll see how he performs in this situation with his team down big. Man in scoring position with 2 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Tony Perez. Next pitch misses. 3-1. And the righty deals. And there's ball 4.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one. Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
Ground ball up the middle. They get the force, and that is that. 8th inning coming up. It's the Reds 9 and the Cubs 4. Rob Dibble taking over on the mound, and he'll try to keep this big lead right where it is. Back here at Great American Ballpark, and now the right fielder, Andre Dawson. Got him. Down on strikes, and he knew it. And next for the Cubs, Ron Santo. 1 for 3.
Ron Santo.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Swings and misses, and there's 2 away.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the Cubs catcher, Wilson Contreras. Next offering is in for a strike. And that's outside. The pitch. Stays alive. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The big righty strikes out the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail it here 9-4. Bottom of the 8th. Leading off, Adam Dunn. The count 2-1, and it's fouled away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and he's down on strikes for the second time today.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
At the plate, Joey Votto. Next offering is down low. Ball 2.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Left-hand batter waits. That misses. 3 balls and a strike. And a pitch. Hammered. Base hit. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Not in time. It's a double.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
So digging in, Brandon Drury. Man at second. Right through there for a strike. The 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. At the belt and fires. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Votto leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss, and he got him. 2 down. Next for Cincinnati, Tyler Naquin.
Tyler Naquin.
The pitch. And a foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's back there. And it's out of here. Tyler Naquin rounds the bases. His first homer of the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 11-4. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity's not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
And now Barry Larkin, the 1-1. And downstairs. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. The wind of the pitch. That misses the zone. 3-2 now. The wind to kick the pitch. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
Eric Davis now at the plate. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. The 1-1. And there's a foul ball. Stays alive. And a 1-2. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Great catch, foul ground up against the wall. Cincinnati plates a pair on this homer. Last chance coming up for the Cubbies. New inning getting started. So up now for Chicago, Frank Schwindel. In the air, left field. Done. Settles underneath it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the shortstop, Nico Horner.
And up next for Chicago, Nico Horner. And he deals.
Count was 2-1.
Fouls one off. 2-2. The wind and the pitch. Just missed. Left field. And that is a foul ball. And the right-hander deals. The punch out there. And now two gone. Next to hit, Ryan Sandberg. He's already homered in this game. And a pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Down to their final strike. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Is just one strike away. Swing and a bouncer. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Reds take this one in a blowout.
That was a pretty close one until that huge 7th inning really turned things around. The bats just caught on fire, and it seemed like nobody could make it out. Put a lot of runs up, and that propelled them to the win.
Final score in this one, 11-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Cincinnati Reds. 11 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Cubs, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 57 minutes. Our paid attendance at Great American Ballpark this afternoon, 42,319. The Reds thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.
Mm-hmm.